Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the football program at Tennessee State University 2005. And we're fortunate this morning to have as our guest the new head coach at Tennessee State University, Coach James Webster. And of course, Coach Webster, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you.
And to tell you, Coach, how very, very delighted we are that you were able to accept our invitation. Because what we'd like to do today is to simply give you an opportunity to talk about your background, your education, and some of the things that were important in terms of you coming to Tennessee State University, and it will make our audience aware of the new head coach at Tennessee State University. And so, Coach, let's see if we can start that by having you to talk about your background, your education, and your experiences, and then we'll move into other areas.
Okay, first, I'm a native of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I have to talk about my father and my mom. My father was a captain at Atkins High School in Winston-Salem. He went on to play at Winston-Salem State University, which the older people know as TC. And of course, as a lot of people may know, that Big House Games was the basketball coach there who had the records for basketball games. And one of the probably greatest players there was Earl Monroe, who I had an opportunity as a kid to see play a lot of games. My mother also is a native of Winston-Salem. She attended Winston-Salem State University in the School of Nursing, received her master's and also her doctorates. And she was the dean of the School of Nursing at Winston-Salem State University until she retired. If I talk about myself, I guess I have to go back to all my old high school coaches, because that's probably where I really formed the foundation for who I am today. I can go back to a coach by the name of Henry Jones, Coach Green, and Coach Warren. And of course, this was during the time when you didn't have integration for the high schools. They were all black elementary schools and high schools. And that was a time when by, and you probably can remember this, if you did something wrong, you probably got beat 3 times.
Okay.
You know, the first person that would beat you, well, maybe more than 3. The teacher would beat you because they had the big wooden paddle if you didn't do right. And of course, I took a lot of classes under my coach, and you just didn't want to do wrong. And then you go to the principal's office, and you get another beating. And then when you got home, you got another beat.
Okay.
So, you know, that was, and I think that's something that, you know, obviously we don't have that in the school system today, but growing up, that was the type of discipline that we had. And all of my teachers either knew or had taught my father, because it was a neighborhood schools and everybody knew everybody. And because my father had been a good athlete in the school and everybody knew him, they say, you know, you're James' little boy. I say, yeah, well, I'm big now. Okay. You know, but there was high expectations of me because my father had basically set the standards. And all the coaches I had in high school were discipline type coaches. And they were no nonsense coaches. And you had to go to class, you had to go to school, you had to do your schoolwork, and they really stressed academics. And that basically sets the foundation for my beliefs as far as athletes are concerned. Because I really believe that you can be successful off the football field and successful on the football field. And one thing that I did learn is that if you work hard at being successful off the football field, not just athletically, but academically, and success is not just academically off the football field. Number one, you've got to have good character. You've got to be disciplined. You've got to know how to treat the opposite sex. That is one thing that I know anyone in my program will accept in any way is any type of abuse, you know, for someone of the opposite sex. You have to know how to treat people. You have to be respectful to people, regardless. I told my football team in my first meeting that you will respect the people that prepare the food. You will respect the people that clean the buildings, the people that does the painting, whatever. You'll respect them just like you respect me, just like you respect your parents and the way that you respect the people that work there at Tennessee State University. And that's important to me.
Good. You know, talking about coming to Tennessee State University, Coach, and we're going to have a commercial break within the next couple of minutes, but I don't want to get you started now. But let's say a few words over the next couple of minutes about coming to, the next minute or so about coming to Tennessee State University, and then we'll pick up after our commercial break.
Well, I guess the first thing I have to say is my excitement. You know, I'm very, very excited to be here at Tennessee State University. As I mentioned earlier, I've had opportunities to be a head coach at other universities. I see opportunities. I didn't really pursue them. I think had I pursued them, that I probably could have been named the head coach. But I really didn't feel that it was the right place for me, because in coaching, you don't want to commit what we call professional suicide. That is, going to a program that's never won. It appears they don't have the opportunity to win, and the people in the program really don't know how to win and don't want to win.
Okay, Coach, let's hold it right there, because that's some very important information. We're going to have to take our first commercial break, after which we'll come back and pick it up at that point. And we'll be back with you following this very, very short commercial break. The topic is a profile